Previously on Chilling.
Wow, that is really great.
So this rice is really amazing and nice, but I'm slimy. But I'm like, I don't know what it really is, so we keep eating and I'm like, wow. If the two people within their hearts are committed to each other, this is just an addition saying, I have something to show for it.
Chilling.
Hi chillers, as you're enjoying this episode, make it an effort to follow our social media outlets. All you've got to do is type in Chilling UBCTV, like us on our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and then also subscribe onto our YouTube channel.
Chilling.
Well, good evening and welcome back to Chilling. Now, as I told you, my excitement is way up the roof because the guitar maestro, a vocalist, also one of the co-founders of the Soul Beat Africa band, is right in the house. Remember, we are still at Dip and Sip right here on Couple Road, seizing the moment. Now, remember to also follow our Facebook page, that's Chilling Space UBCTV, and also our Twitter handle, that's Chilling Space UBCTV. Now, Myko,
Yep.
you're still here.
I'm definitely here.
Man, earlier on, of course, we talked about marriage and millennials, and today we are talking about something different.
Great.
Yeah, so tell me, how has been your musical journey? Especially because you're a person who does music in seasons. Are we expecting any new seasons?
Very soon, very soon. I'm actually working on a project in studio.
Yeah.
So I can let that out and then work on my third season.
Okay.
Yeah, for those who don't know, it's like I put my concerts in ways of series, so to say, different stages of my musical life.
Okay.
So yeah, you've tackled the end. Should we go back to the start, or should we go?
We are going to dwell much into that.
Anyway, so yeah, it will be another concert of mine, and my concerts are sort of work with different musicians that I've worked with for a while, and I play the music that I've created, but also works that I've been involved in, and I like to give a platform to new artists as well, because I receive platform as well from others.
Yes.
And it's a nice thing for us to have unity more than being separate and fighting and stuff.
Let me ask you, Michael, how would you describe an African sound to you? Because you're a person who tried to fusion a lot of instruments. Because when somebody listens to your album, Myko Ouma, there's a fusion of very many instruments. How would you describe an African sound?
African sound, that's very difficult to describe. Why do I say so? There's been evolution of music since the beginning, so to say. But there's things that are all over Africa. The styles of the rhythms and the pentatonic melodies, the structure of music of musical pieces. What would I say? Like that whole call and response thing. There's a traditional ways in which we had our music back in the day. Because music was a language, still is a language.
Yeah.
It was used as communication. These are folk songs where they would use music to teach the younger generation about life skills. It's being passed on from the elders. So that whole folk song type of thing where someone would sing and people would respond, like by the fire and so on. There are many elements within it, so I can't just describe one thing and say this is African music. But what's known now, what's the commercial entertainment side of it? The rhythms and the melodies are unique. Certain rhythms and melodies are unique to Africa. When you play a certain sound, somebody will know. When you play some kind of what people are playing a lot now is soca.
Yeah.
Which it's called soca. Yeah, it's called soca.
How is that?
There's styles that it has different names in different places.
Yeah.
But it has a Caribbean kind of influence and heritage, which still Caribbeans sort of came from Africa anyway, because they went as slaves. So that which you keep hearing, the kapuka sound everywhere. It's everywhere. And when someone plays it, they sort of think of Africa. The drums, when you hear djembe playing, or congas, or percussions, and so on, you think of Africa. When you hear the marimbas, the kogos, and so on, when you hear those rhythms, the chakacha rhythm, and so on. So there's many things involved in it, but it's just more about listening to it than me explaining this is it or that is it. Yeah.
Okay, let's play the concentration game before I forget. We need to play the concentration game, and then I have so many questions for you, young man. Fill your glass. Fill your glass, because we need water in that glass. So the rules of this game has never been played before. This is actually the debut. The rule of this game, I get to say concentration, you say concentration. And then I ask you, or I ask us to name something, or to say, to spell out something. To say about something. Okay. It's funny, something to say about something. So you ready?
I think I follow.
We have to keep a rhythm. You're a musical person, you understand this. Don't skip, because when you skip, definitely you've lost.
Okay.
If you skip, you take a sip of a glass of water.
Okay.
Stay tight. Concentration. Names of Uganda female artists.
And who begins?
I begin. I ring it out.
Rema. I think your glass is closed. But
okay, I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe
good,
I had a forfeit.
We're good. Concentration.
Concentration.
African presidents.
Jacob Zuma.
President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Milton Obote.
Are you serious?
African president.
Current president.
You know, you didn't.
But he's not an African president right now.
But he has never been a president.
Okay. I think you technically have gotten away with it, but you're about to say Gaddafi, right?
No. Concentration. Titles of ministries in the Ugandan cabinet. Ministry of that portfolio.
Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Ministry of Trade.
Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Ministry of Finance.
Ministry of Gender.
Ministry of Defense.
Okay. I was thinking. Because I was just going to say defense and said defense.
I know. I got you there. Sip. All right. A win-win situation.
Concentration. African countries. Uganda.
Rwanda.
Kenya.
Let's do it again. No. Come on, you got me.
But you know what is good for you, right?
Hydrating is good for me, but I don't enjoy it.
I think you just need to take a sip.
This is a loser's. Mike, carry. I'll get you.
Chilling.
So, Mike, let me proceed with the questions. How did you actually come to play a guitar? Tell me the story.
How did I come?
Because I'm having this window I'm setting when you are young.
Yeah.
Because definitely earlier you told me last week that this is something you branded from your father. He used to play a guitar, and your brother used to also manipulate the same thing. Yeah. But you personally, how did you come to fall in love with this particular instrument?
Well, like I said, actually, this was my first and last instrument to play. In a way that I stayed with it, went on to play lots of other instruments, and then came back to the guitar. The guitar was home already. My dad plays guitar, my brother plays guitar, my sister plays guitar, so there was guitar at home. So it was more like something that was already there. Like children would grow up with toys, with toy cars, dolls for girls, make plastic circuit, balls, etc. The guitar was already there. So it's something we would play with first, which was very bad, because my dad would get cross if you break the strings. It's not a very cheap thing to maintain. So, but he realized we had musical interest. And so we learned step by step. He teach you, give you one tip here, your brother gives you a tip there. He had lots of videos that we would watch, and there's I vividly remember Integrity Hosanna Music on Kemale. He had a bass player called Abraham Laboria. This guy played the bass guitar with a lot of passion. I've never seen someone do.
Some of your inspiration come from
He
this?
is my inspiration actually.
It's
to
called?
play Abraham Labori.
Yeah.
To play.
Where is he
bass
from?
guitar. From the US.
From the US?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was so passionate about his instrument and what he was doing. And I was like, this guy must be having a lot of fun doing this thing. And he's doing something that I like as well. So I strive to learn instead of learning guitar that way. From my brother, from my dad, would give me a few tips. And then when I got to secondary school, I found traditional instruments. And I was excited about it because I'd never played traditional instruments in primary schools, but I played them in the school festivals and so on. I didn't have that opportunity. So when I met them, they would share ideas, and I was excited about the xylophone, find their kodo here, the there, the lyre here, the dingo here, the dingy, etc. Just all of them. And then when I started doing music academically as well, I had to consider an instrument. I was playing the flugelhorn and the trumpet for academic as my Western instrument. And then playing a bit of piano as well, drums in church, some keyboards somewhere, and so on. So I was just playing lots of different instruments. And then after a while, I needed to bring this knowledge together. Because you can't be one person playing everything all the time.
I mean, you have two hands.
Yeah. So I decided to get an instrument that I could concentrate on and get these different ideas together.
But why a guitar?
Because it was something more natural to me in a way that I'd played it since I can remember. And two, it's something that you can get rhythm out of, something that you can get melody out of, something you can get chords out of. There's a lot of things you can do with a guitar. So I can bring ideas that I had about a xylophone type of riff and play it on here. Get something that I've done with chords on the keyboard, play it on here. Get some drummy type of pattern and play it. You get and I was looking for an instrument that I would
something creative.
Yes. So then I came back to the guitar, and then we started up a band, a unit actually, called Soulbeat Africa, with a friend of mine called Chinovera. He was very good, efficient on lots of traditional instruments. And I was sort of taking the Western side, getting in that pop jazz type feel and mixing it, so we're sort of like investigating some kind of sound, some fusion of sorts. And then that's when I considered on guitar, because I had to sort of create that side of it. Researched on it, went online, watch videos of different guitarists, watch some amazing jazz artists and so on, try to pick a lead. So that's when I concentrated on guitar mostly. Yeah, and as we went on, I sort of based on it, but tried to still bring in my different ideas.
Chilling.
Of course, this wouldn't be a fair show if I didn't ask. My audience would love to know. Why do you always prefer hats? Why do you always put on a hat?
Oh, okay. It's first of all to develop questions like those. Because if you have nothing to talk about, then you won't say anything. And that way,
very smart.
That way my brand will be irrelevant. But this is part of branding.
Okay.
For now. But initially I just liked caps. Headgears and stuff. But I did it for a while, and there's a time actually we were doing an advert for some event, and I didn't have my face up. I just had the silhouette of me with a guitar and a guy with a cape. It was just some dark type of thingy with a guy. You could see a guy holding a guitar, the cape, and I had to make like some pilot survey with few people that knew me, and I found out if that was substantial enough for them to know if that was me, and it made sense. So then I realized.
So is it more like
branding,
a signature?
Yeah, the branding
signature.
is a signature, yes.
Well, because you've traveled in more than 200 countries, if I can understand. Or less?
Much less.
Okay, much less.
Yes.
It's too exaggerated. But how has been the reception abroad, regarding, and on top of that, you should also tell me that why is it so easy to sell or to sell jazz and contemporary music more abroad than right here at home? First, tell me, how has the reception been?
Okay, I've traveled doing my solo music, I've traveled as we were in the band that we created. I've traveled as a backup artist for other artists in their bands. So the reception is different with different modes of performance. What I would think you're asking more is about my performances as me.
The reception, like, because I heard that the Chinese are crazy fans. They're crazy fans, like.
You see, if we got something new into this country, many people are going to be excited about it. If we have something that we've been having for a while, I mean, it's not news. So you have it, you like it, but I mean, it's okay. So whenever you travel abroad and you do something for the first time, regardless of what you're doing, people are first of all excited to see something new. And then if that something new is nice, that's even a bonus. So most of the times that I've gotten to perform abroad, it's been really, really, really good reception.
Wow.
For the two reasons. Yes, and I like going back to some places because it's amazing. When you meet different musicians, you meet different audiences, you realize that some things that you thought work there don't actually work much. So you flip the script. You can even flip your song list midway the show. Realize, okay, these guys are more inclined into pop sound, so I'll bring this song, or flip this song on stage with the band. Like, we're now going to put this song in reggae.
Improvise.
Like, we rehearsed it in swing. They're like, no, we're going to do it in reggae. These guys love reggae. We're like, okay. So you try it out and it works. So it's an experience.
When is your next album coming out? Because most of the times I've contacted you, you're busy in a studio session.
In studio, I do both my work and other people's work.
That one I know for sure.
Yes, so I've been working on this album, sadly, for a very long time. And when it comes to my
it's
music,
good to spend time on something.
Yes,
you really craft it well.
It is, but you also wouldn't want to die trying. Yes. So sadly for people like me, perfectionists when it comes to music, we need other forces. Management, friends, analysts, and people that come together and say, but you know what? It's time. Yeah, it's time up. Let's do this thing. So it's very, 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 very soon. It's gonna be out. But in studio, I'm answering a question that's being asked actually.
Yeah.
In studio, yes. I'm in studio a lot of time doing session work for people in their songs.
Yeah.
I'm also doing soundtracks for documentaries and movies, doing jingles and so on. So studio is my life.
All right, Mike,
Yeah.
look straight into that camera and just say a word or two to inspire any youth outside there who especially is garnering all the skills to do this kind of artistry and convince to them that it's really lucrative.
Well, let me put it this way. To anybody out there that has something that they're looking at in life that they want to pursue, don't stoop low and think because people are discouraging you every day. Maybe your parents, maybe your friends, maybe so and so. They'll discourage you all they like. But it comes down to you, your self-resilience. Go out and do it and make sure you do it so well that you can get paid to do what you like.
Chilling.
The sound Aluru.
Yes.
We have a spot of music where we talk about music.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Aluru. First of all, what does it mean? And where does it come from? Which tribe?
Aluru is a name of a bird. Yeah.
I thought it was a girl.
No, it's a bird.
Because the original composition has Jackie Akello.
Yes, Jackie Akello did. Aluru as a song is based on a traditional folk song. Where Aluru is a bird that's a delicacy. You see chicken or turkey in some cultures. Aluru is a delicacy and a special one. So there was a toddler, so to say, because he was of eating agent. The mom was going to the field to do farming, and she said, the kid was crying at home. Where's the mom going? Don't leave me home, and so on. As children cry, you know. It's like, no, don't worry. When I come back, I'm going to prepare you the delicacy, which is Aluru. So it's basically, the gist of it, song of hope. You may go through situations that you think right now are bad, but they give you, someone is here to give you hope that ahead the future is bright. But she's going to the farm. What she's going to do is good for the family. She needs to farm and bring food to the family. But right now the child is saying, why is my mom leaving me? So he's seeing now. He's not seeing ahead.
So it comes from, it's a single from which album?
My debut album that was self-titled, Myko Ouma, yes.
Why doesn't it have an official video?
Well, I've actually always wanted to do a video for a little, probably will sometime soon, but like I told you, I am sort of a perfectionist in some things. I'll get a script, look at it, and then find like towards the end, minute 3:40 seconds. Like, but still, you guys want to do that.
You're like Henry Yeager. I know of a person called Henry Yeager. My editor is a perfectionist.
Yeah. So there's people like me, which is unfortunate in some instances like this, because I always want to do the videos.
Because you happen to appear in a video, emphasis video of Mariana. That's one of my, it's on my playlist.
Oh.
I play that on and on and on and boom, boom, boom.
Mariana, ono muwala teba mukwana. Mariana, Mariana, ono muwala teba mukwana.
You were the best guitar.
That was actually producer Nassim. Nassim, yeah. I played the guitars and there's a great saxophonist, Jose. Yes, Jose played the saxophone.
I think I should have just the saxophone.
You should. He's a brilliant young chap doing crazy things with the saxophone.
Chilling.
Samosas and tea is not the only thing you get on Chilling. We get to carry a gift.
Ooh.
It's a grand gesture. In here there is a present for you, man.
Thank you.
For all the effort and the poor traffic outside there. I'm coming.
My friend.
And Robin now to come on my show. I'm really honored and thank you very much. Check it out.
Thank you too.
Check it out.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. What is it?
Oh.
Oh, it's a pair of socks.
It's a pair of socks, yes.
You're gonna add something in your closet.
I can see.
Do you like it?
I do. Actually, I like grey and black socks and white as well. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay. So those guys who came up with the initiative.
Oh, it's him?
Yeah, all of
And
them.
him.
And the team, yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
But of course, before we leave, I would love you to give me a one or two thing. But I would love to thank my audience, all the people that tuned in. Remember, Chilling comes to you every Thursday evening, 9:30. Just stay tuned on. I'd love to thank Isaac Mumintono, thank Myko Ouma for being with me, and thank Yiga Henry, who's the editor and the producer, everything of this show. I'd also love to thank UBCTV for giving me this opportunity. We're looking at inspiring the youths. I'd also love to thank Quasi Classic for this classic man look. You know, I feel like $1 million check.
Yeah.
I should hook you up. You go to
Definitely.
By the way, he likes you. He likes your music.
Oh, that's nice.
He could hook you up when you're going to one of the Cool and the Gang stage.
Cool.
Myko Ouma,
thanks.
such a free spirit and open-minded. Thank you everybody that tuned in. Until next week, this has been Chilling, and thank you Deep and Sip for the location. See you next time, guys. We're out. Myko. Crazy, why?
Streak on chilling.
Now they say man is the only maker of his own destiny, and when it comes to longevity, it is something in this cooking business that everybody strives to get. Now you won't believe who I have today, and everybody has a story to tell. Chef Frank is here with me tonight. How are you, man?
I'm okay then.
Now, I must confess, I've always pronounced you with one name.
A gentleman walked from Mexico to Uganda and reached in Kampala. American, very tall, huge. I had a paper, the Sunny, but it was just a piece of paper. Then as he entered the restaurant, I walk out with my food. Gentleman was like, he is the one. That's the guy. You know, I almost dropped the plates down. I was like, what have I done? Then the guy followed me aggressively, physically. I was like, okay. He was like, you are the one. Remember me? I was like, I can't remember you.
Because you feed a lot of people.
Yes. And here the guy goes to his bag, pulls out the Sunny with my picture on it. It's like, are you not the one? I said, yeah, I cannot remember.
Chilling.
Hi chillers, as you're enjoying this episode, make it an effort to follow our social media outlets. All you've got to do is type in Chilling UBCTV, like us on our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and then also subscribe onto our YouTube channel.